Welcome to Dreamspace. Welcome actually to my dream space. I decided to take you out here simply because I find it less and less easy to sit behind a computer screen and rather spend my time out here in my dream space, out in nature, connected with the plants, the animals, people and myself. Out here I come and I feel strongly connected. I merge with the river, I merge with the trees, I merge with the birds, and it makes it easy for me to keep and feel that connection really, really strongly. Everything is interconnected, we hear that a lot, and a lot of us agree and hold that as our truth. But can you feel it? Can you feel it deep inside of you? And how often do you feel it? Do you feel it when you're in your office? I think that everybody who really feels that connection acts in a life-supportive way. So if we notice life-destructive behavior within ourselves and around us, I think that this comes from a divide, from feeling disconnected. When we are born, we are aware of this connection. Not only we are aware we are this connection, we live it, we express it with all our being. You can clearly see that when you observe a newborn baby within the first couple of weeks. As we grow up, there are all these factors that influence how we perceive life, how we perceive ourselves. There's parental guidance. Come sit in the mud with me and play. Oh, don't play with mud, it's dirty. Come and crawl with me, roll with me in the water. Never go near that river. It's really dangerous. You can drown. So we have all these imprints, parental imprints, educational imprints, social imprints, cultural imprints, economical imprints, spiritual imprints. By the time we are 20, we have usually accumulated a whole lot of imprints through which we perceive the world, ourself, life in total. And there's essentially nothing wrong with having these imprints. That happens naturally. However, in most cases, these imprints create a divide that disconnects us from the feeling of the interconnectedness of all life. A lot of us live in a human-created reality that fosters this connection instead of nurturing the feeling, the awareness of the interconnectedness of all life. There's a lot to be said about the extrinsic motivation factors that are so commonly used in our modern societies. We find them pretty much everywhere in our parenting systems, educational systems, in the corporate world. But I won't go there now, because I think most of us already know the effects of it if we think about it. I want to focus on questions like, how can we truly nurture that feeling of interconnectedness? How can we really truly feel it, be it, express it like we did when we were born? How can we stay in that feeling? Can stay in that feeling in our business world, in our busy everyday lives? How can we hold the space for our children to stay connected, to maintain that connection, to nurture it throughout their whole lives? For me, that's the next step in the evolution of our human consciousness. And I think it's important to support life on this planet and to keep the human species in the game. So what can we do? Where can we start? First of all, the good news. It's not a new program that we have to install on our hard drive. It's already installed, and the only thing we have to do is to reactivate it. I find it very easy to activate the connection when I'm here. When I'm in my office, in the studio, in big cities, in trains, planes, I have to make a conscious effort to actually feel it. Having lived in cities myself, I know it takes a bit of deliberate planning, but I've never been to a place where I couldn't access a park, couldn't hear the birds sing, or connect with a tree, or connect with the clouds. So if you don't have the luxury of a place like this right at your back door, You can trust that you have it always with you. You can always connect to it in your imagination, visualization. Even if you lie in hospital, even if you're in your office, even if you're stuck in a place where you can't go outside, you can always connect with it in your mind. And B, you might want to look for stepping stones. A stepping stone can be anything that helps you to feel the connection. To really feel, not to think about it, but to really, really feel it. And to make this easy, start with the connection to self. Make time to explore yourself. Who am I? What do I like? What makes me feel good? How do I treat myself? Gently, with patience, understanding and forgiving, or not? Do I treat myself the way I want others to treat myself? If you can, be outdoors as much as possible when you do this. Sit with the river, with the lake, with the ocean. The flow of water will actually support the flow of your energies and help you to reconnect with your inner power center and reactivate your connection to yourself, your inner guidance. Don't try to achieve anything. Just let yourself be. The answers will come. It's important that you deliberately make time for this kind of self-exploration. It's fun, it's an adventure. I trust that you will actually get a lot out of it. I know a lot of you already know this and do this, but I say it again because I know how easy one can be swept away by our modern lifestyles and our imprints. Do it. And once you do it, your children will do it. Your work colleagues will do it. Your employees will do it. Because if you do it, you'll open up your connection channels and you'll reconnect with your inner source of life-supporting creative energy, which is the underlying energy that is needed for a balanced, well-balanced and sustainable way of life. Once you're actually able to feel yourself, to truly feel yourself, to know your needs and your wants, your adult and your child, your ways of doing things and your ways of being. Once you have established that connection, that relationship with yourself and reactivated the connection, your ability to connect, then the next stepping stone can be to establish a relationship with a place like this. Of course, it doesn't have to be a place like this. It can be a park, your front lawn, your backyard. The important thing to establish any kind of relationship is what I call the 4 R's. The first is regularity. You have to meet somebody, someplace, something, some being, some life form on a regular basis. The second factor is receptiveness. You have to open up to other ways of doing and being. The third factor is reciprocity. For a good relationship, there needs to be a mutual exchange of energies. And the fourth factor is resonance. There is a need to feel aligned and to feel interconnected. Sometimes that's not the same, but you'll feel that too. Through establishing a relationship to a natural place like this, you actually activate your ability to sense and feel life supportive energies. And once you are able to discern life supportive from life destructive energies, once you actually feel the reality of interconnectedness in your mind-body-soul complex, you will actually be able to bring it into your everyday lives, into your city life, into your company, into your school. And it will affect your decision making and your decisions. It will affect your doing and being, your well-being. And thus it will have a nurturing effect on all life. Thank you.